So in today's video, I'm going to be previewing Bradford City versus Afc Wimbledon, and then the second part of today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys my Game Week 30 League 2 score predictions. If you do go on to enjoy, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 80 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're now on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know down below your score prediction for this match and what would your starting 11 be as well. Would you make any changes from Tuesday night's Football League Trophy quarter-final win over Doncaster Rovers? We've been drawn at home to Wycombe Wanderers in at the semi-final. Probably the best possible tie we could have got. I think this is given us the best opportunity really to get to Wembley, and then obviously we'll play either, if we do beat Wycombe, we'll play either Blackpool or Peterborough at Wembley, which would obviously be a brilliant occasion for us. In terms of league matters though, we are struggling. I think it's 7 league games now without a win. We haven't won in the league since before Christmas, so 3 points here would be absolutely massive. We've got a really tough run of fixtures coming up now in February, so fingers crossed we can start climbing up that league table. The transfer window is now done as well. We had 2 pieces of transfer business yesterday on deadline day, 1 incoming, 1 outgoing as well, so make sure to go check them videos out if you haven't already. Drop a like on there for me, subscribe if you're new as well, and let's get into it. If we start out then with how both teams have got on so far this season, my team Bradford City, we currently sit 18th in the League 2 table. After 29 matches, we've got 9 wins, 9 draws and 11 defeats, scoring 35 goals and conceding 39. That leaves us then on a -4 goal difference and 36 points. Our last couple of matches have been a loss, a draw, a loss and a loss. Them last couple of matches then being a 1-0 win at home to Doncaster Rovers in the Football League Trophy quarter-final, a 2-0 defeat away at Swindon Town, a 1-1 draw at home to Salford City, a 1-1 draw away at Colchester United, a 1-0 win away at Derby County in the Football League Trophy, a 4-2 defeat at home to Crawley Town, and a 1-0 defeat away at Crewe Alexandra. If we compare that then to AFC Wimbledon, they currently sit up in 9th in the League 2 table. After 28 matches, they've got 11 wins, 9 draws and 8 defeats, scoring 44 goals and conceding 34, which leaves them on a -10 goal difference, on a positive 10 goal difference and 42 points. Their last couple of matches have been a win, a loss, a draw and a win. Them last couple of matches then being a 3-1 defeat away at Peterborough United in the Football League Trophy quarter-final, a 2-1 win at home to Mansfield Town, who got a red card in that one, a 3-1 defeat away at MK Dons, where they did actually get a red card in that one. They got 2 red cards, but I'm pretty sure neither of them were for violent conduct or anything like that. They also had a 2-0 defeat away at Wrexham, a 2-0 win at home to Oxford United in the Football League Trophy 3rd round, a 3-1 defeat at home to Ipswich Town in the FA Cup 3rd round, a 1-1 draw away at Forest Green, and a 5-3 win at home to Colchester United. So lots of action, lots of games for them recently in a number of different competitions, but now we're going to get into the team that I would go with if I was Graham Alexander. Now obviously our formation a lot of the time is quite flexible and adaptable between the 3-4-3 and also the 3-1-4-2. Me personally though, I would go with the 3-4-3. In goal, I didn't really know who to go for, to be honest with you. I've gone with Sam Walker, but there is a genuine argument for Colin Doyle. Walker is flat to deceive so far since coming in from Charlton Athletic, and Doyle has done pretty well so far in the Football League Trophy this season. Another clean sheet for him on Tuesday night, but I think you do have to go with Sam Walker just because of Doyle's age and maybe fitness ability. Playing 90 minutes, Saturday, Tuesday is probably not good enough for his body. So I've gone with Sam Walker, although I haven't really been impressed with him since he has come in from Charlton. So I guess he kind of just has to play there. Into the back 3 then, at right centre-back, I've gone with Jonathan Tompkinson. Fairly steady away on Tuesday night, nothing really to stand out, but he has been very solid for us so far this season. I was really surprised to see him be dropped last week against Swindon Town. We need his pace in this defence, so for me personally, he starts on the right side. In the middle, I've gone with Matty Platt. Not only was I impressed with him defensively, I thought he dealt with Ironside brilliantly on Tuesday night. His passing ability and his passing range was absolutely brilliant, especially for Matty Platt. With all due respect to Matty Platt, we know that his ball playing ability as a centre-half isn't particularly the greatest, but he was smashing balls around like he was Palo on Tuesday night. His distribution was absolutely excellent. Great to see him get back into the side, and fingers crossed he can maintain at that position in this team, because I think he was very key to our success in that unbeaten run. Obviously out of contract in the summer, and for me personally, he's a really, really underrated player in this side. And at left centre-back, I've gone with Kieran Kelly. I thought, again, he was fairly steady away on Tuesday night. On Saturday against Swindon, obviously disappointing for him to give away the penalty, but apart from that, I thought he was fairly solid in the game, and obviously he provides something to this team team that no one else has in terms of a centre-back being left-footed. He gives us that natural balance on that side. Into my midfield four then, at right wing-back, I've gone with Brad Halliday. Against Swindon, I thought was pretty decent, to be honest with you. On Tuesday night, again, fairly steady away. I thought he had a pretty decent performance, you know, was bowling up and down the wing. At some point in like the last 5 or 10 minutes, he was playing as like a right winger, but because we were down to 10 men, he was kind of playing as a striker as well, and he was trying to make striker runs in behind, but he was still like 5 yards offside, which was crazy to see. But Halliday's certainly been our player of the season so far, so for me personally, he starts at right wing back. Into my two central midfielders then, at first I've gone with Alex Gilliard, and he would also be my captain for this game. I thought on Tuesday night, he was really, really good. On Saturday against Swindon, I thought he was poor and deservedly got criticism from that game because I thought his retention of the ball was poor, but on Tuesday I thought he was brilliant, especially in that second half. He was putting himself about quite a lot, and I think every time Gilliard gets that captain's armband, like what he did on Tuesday night, he steps up and it gets the best out of him. So for me personally, he starts in central midfield alongside Kevin McDonald. He needs to be starting in the league now. I know that he's got issues with his fitness and his body and all that sort of stuff because of his age, but when he's in that team, he really does make a difference. And for me personally, Smallwood doesn't get back into this side. I've been a big fan of Smallwood since Alexander has come in, but recently he's not quite shown enough for me to deserve staying in the side. Just because he's the captain doesn't mean he automatically comes back in. McDonald has been excellent in the 2 Football League Trophy games that he has started. I thought he was brilliant again on Tuesday night, absolutely ran the show, and when McDonald is playing like that, there is not a better central midfielder in this division for me. You can see why he has played in the Premier League, is a class above, and absolutely has to be starting in this one. And at left wing back, I've gone with Lewis Richards. It's great that he's back fit, a left wing back who can take people on, who's got the legs and energy to get up and down the pitch, and someone who can also defend as well. Excellent, just brilliant on Tuesday night. It's great to see Liam Rideout not in this team. With all due respect, he's nowhere near good enough to be playing, and if Richards is fit and available, he has to play. I'm being disappointed by the club that they haven't brought in another left wing back in the transfer window just gone by, because Richards, he has had injury problems so far this season. What is it, 3 or 4 longer term injuries now, which is disappointing. And then obviously when Rideout comes in, you clearly do see that drop off in quality, but when Richards is fit and available, he has to start, and for me personally, has to be in this team. Into my front three then, as the right winger, I've gone with Harry Chapman. Now, I know he scored a brilliant goal on Tuesday night, but I thought his overall performance was actually quite poor, and I was really tempted to start Bobby Poynton, but I thought that might have been quite unpopular, and you know, Chapman did in the end come up with that moment of quality that we needed in that game. So I've gone with Chapman. I feel like the more game time that he gets, the better that Chapman will be, because we all know when he gets 1v1 and when he's going forward, he's a real threat at this level. So fingers crossed he can put in another good shift in this one and hopefully contribute with another goal or an assist. It was great to see him get off the mark on Tuesday night. A brilliant free kick. Yes, the wall should be set up better, and yes, the goalkeeper should do better, but at the end of the day, they all count. It's a brilliant strike, and for me personally, I've gone with Chapman to start on the right wing. As the striker, I've gone with Andy Cook, but I'm not entirely convinced in this decision by myself. I think if Tyreek Wright was fit, he would probably be in my starting 11, but I've gone with Andy Cook, obviously sent off on Tuesday night, so he will be suspended for our EFL Trophy semi-final at home to Wycombe Wanderers. But again, we've got options at this moment in time. Cook, I think, has been poor over the last couple of matches, but he is still our top scorer at the end of the day, so for now, he stays in my side. And as the left winger, I've gone with Jake Young. I thought he had a really good impact off the bench against Swindon, obviously came on at half-time for Andy Cook, then got the start on Tuesday, and I thought was really good, looked positive, someone who's not scared to shoot, which is something that we've not really seen so far under Alexander or even Mike Hughes before, that everyone's so hesitant to shoot. Jake Young was maybe being a little bit too greedy at times, but I certainly don't mind that from my striker. I think as soon as one goes in, the floodgates will open for him, and Jake Young, if he's fit and available, he brings something to this side that nobody else in this team has with his quality. His first touch is excellent, his dribbling ability is brilliant, and he's obviously got a very powerful strike on him as well. On the bench now for me, I've gone with Colin Doyle, Sam Stubbs, Richie Smallwood, Bobby Poynton, Adam Wilson, Callum Kavanagh, and Tyler Smith. The players currently unavailable are Daniel Ugoke, Alex Patterson, Jamie Walker, who again has unfortunately had another setback, and Tyreek Wright, who should hopefully be back for next Saturday's trip to Wrexham. So the players who miss out then through selection will be Ash Taylor, Liam Rideout, Clark Adore, and Matt Derbyshire. Now then, we're going to get into my Game Week 30 League 2 score predictions. Starting out then with the early kick-off between Newport County and Swindon Town. Obviously, last night, Harry McCurdy has returned to Swindon on loan for the remainder of the season. Thankfully, though, we have already played them twice, but I'm going with a 2-1 away win for Swindon in that one. McCurdy will probably come up with a brace, to be honest with you. Accrington Stanley versus Grimsby Town, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Barrow AFC versus MK Dons, I'm actually going to back the Bluebirds for a 2-1 home win. Bradford City versus AFC Wimbledon, I'm just about going to back the Bantams. I'm feeling confident. I'm going with a 2-1 home win, fingers crossed. Colchester United versus Forest Green Rovers, I think finishes in a 2-1 home win for Collew. Crawley Town versus Morecambe FC, I think finishes in a 3-1 home win. Gillingham FC versus Walsall FC, I think finishes in a 0-0 draw. Mansfield Town versus Notts County, I think the Stags are going to get one over the Magpies once more. I'm going 3-2 to the home side in that one. Salford City versus Wrexham AFC, I really don't know which way this game is going to go, but I'm just going to back the Dragons for a 2-0 away win. Stockport County versus Harrogate Town, I think is a pretty straightforward 3-0 home win. Sutton United versus Doncaster Rovers, a big relegation 6-pointer, and I'm backing Sutton for a 2-1 home win. And finally, Tranmere Rovers versus Crewe Alexandra, I'm going with a 2-1 away win for Crewe. But I'm going to leave it there then for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 80 likes. As I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. Let me know down below your score prediction for this match. What would your starting 11 be as well? Would you make any changes from Tuesday night's win against Doncaster Rovers? Thank you all very much for watching today's video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Peace.